Yo, what's good, people? We back. Had to come through on this because on this day today, February 21st, is the day that Malcolm X was assassinated. February 21st, 1965. And what this shows us, what it really represents, because I haven't been able to speak on Black History Month as much as I wanted to, because I speak on Black history every day. Every day is Black History, not just for me, but for the world. And they know it's just about when they would like to acknowledge it. But Malcolm X's assassination. People like to be like, oh, the nation did it, and Malcolm X shouldn't have said that about Elijah Muhammad and all this, and then you have people that some people that were influenced by some people from the nation those days say, oh well, Malcolm deserved it. You get what you deserve. That the roosters came home on them. You know what I'm saying? You have the people out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, we have to be honest and real about this, because we're here to talk about the real. And what really happened to Malcolm X was the same thing that happened to Fred Hampton in the Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying? It was infiltration from J. Edgar Hoover. But he spearheaded the whole move. He spearheaded the whole thing. He led it to infiltrate the nation. But Malcolm X was, the main speaker, because Malcolm X became the main speaker after Elijah Muhammad. And the whole talk about stuff getting to Malcolm X's head, and the shine got to him, the limelight got to him, and everything like that. That's all coming from them. Don't think that people around him thought that. They didn't think that. They wanted that he was, so of course, some people gonna have their little egos and all that. But listen, we know that Eddie Kane is the lead singer, dog. Like, relax. You know that, but it's that feeling. But it really wasn't. It wasn't as much as they say that it was, to have something like an assassination happen. When that knowledge became born about how he was actually shot, and one thing that you have to notice, and you see how they play with us still every day, every year. I see this almost every year. We see this about the Malcolm X's killers just got out of jail. We just saw, 2020, 21, Malcolm X's killers just got out of jail. You know what I'm saying? And that right there is the same thing as saying, oh, Shitty Cuz just got out of jail. Shitty Cuz actually killed Nipsey, right? I hate talking about certain things like this, because we know that it's way bigger than what's being told to us. Because if you listen to what's being told to us, we just know that somebody said, "Get your hand out of my pocket," and put out a shotgun and shot Malcolm X. That's what's being told to us, right? But when the research was actually done, the Freedom of Information Act, information was out there. I think it came out about 1980 something. Was it 1980 or 1988? And about how there was an event in the Audubon Ballroom the night before Malcolm X had a speech. The night before he had his speech, there was an event there. And in that event is where the feds were making it seem as if they were doing construction work, but what they were really doing was drilling holes in the walls from the balcony so that they can look down on the stage and have a clear shot at that way. And Malcolm X was killed from shots coming through those holes that were drilled in the wall from above the stage at the balcony. But they will tell you that the three maggots in the crowd that said, "Oh, get your hand out of my pocket," are the ones that ran up to the stage and shot him in the chest with a shotgun, right? Because the Freedom of Information Act said that the bullet trajectory was going down, going down, and then that's when the research was done, and things lined up like, oh, there was an event and there were holes drilled in the wall from above. Oh, so he was shot from up there. So those three dummies that said, "Get your hand out of my pocket," they had blanks in their guns. You know what I'm saying? They were dummies. They were just dummies. You know what I'm saying? Like just complete agents. So when they say every year like, "Oh, the Malcolm X killers just got out of jail and everything like that," they're still playing that game with you. Still playing that game with us in 2020. Why don't they just be honest? Like, yo, we know the Freedom of Information Act said it. Why are you still playing this game? Malcolm X killer just got out of jail and everything like that. Like, no, that was an agent that got down with the feds that agreed to do a bid for another crime that he committed. Matter of fact, he probably was already in jail, and they pulled him out of jail to do that. That's where they get, that's where a lot of these agents are found at. They're already in jail, and then they get pulled out of jail to commit these type of acts. You get what I'm saying? So they just got out of jail. The Malcolm X killer just got out of jail. When they keep pulling that stunt on us, you know what I'm saying? Remember, I think in 2020 when they had that interview on ABC or something. They had an interview on ABC talking about Malcolm X's killing. It was sad because I'm like, yo, they doing commercials for this. They spending mad time on this. Like, yo, tell the truth. It was J. Edgar Hoover. You know what I'm saying? The Hitler of America. They don't want to say that. When is America going to be truthful about J. Edgar Hoover being the Hitler of America? I don't know if they ever really going to be truthful about it, because then that would make them look bad, right? But Malcolm X being assassinated, like, he expected to be assassinated. Like when you on that ride, when you on that righteous ride, he expected to be assassinated. He didn't have the protection of the Nation of Islam, and that protection is more than just having the fruits escort you from the stage to the podium. That is more than that. He didn't have that protection. He was El Hajj Malik at that point. He wasn't Malcolm X. And then having the 33 heads of states in Africa. He went over there to that's one question I have. He went over there to get the 33 heads of states together to be like, yo, let's bring this to the UN about the crimes against humanity. Then we can, against the black people in America. Then we can get something going about that's where the reparations movement really started from. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it really started from. But after he got killed, why didn't those 33 heads of states keep it going? But that's just a question of mine. He got killed after that. He knew if you listen to A. Philip Randolph, his other friend that was in security. There's one friend that a few friends. He only had a few people in his life at that point. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, was it A. Philip Randolph? I think that's the name. But the stories about how cautious Malcolm X was, leading up to his death, go to show you. I mean, this is like a year after he already had. Was it about a year after? Or was it like 9 months after he had his house bombed with his kids in it? And then his fallout with Muhammad Ali. He thought Muhammad Ali would be a good friend to have, being that he was on the come up. But Muhammad Ali got pulled in by the nation, so they cut the ties between him and Malcolm X. So when they saw each other in Africa, that let Malcolm X know that he's alone. He's alone on this ride, and that's what happens, man. That's what happens. They isolate you before they kill you. That's why a lot of these stories that we be hearing about a lot of leaders, man. We know that they put the white supremacist filter on it, but this is the day that Malcolm X was assassinated in Harlem. And there's a lot more to his assassination. That book, The Plot to Kill Malcolm X, was a good book. I remember that when I was younger. I'm getting a lot of information from. But